Hey guys, Ravel here, a geek out of place. Before I get started on this video, I just wanted to let you guys know this is in response to Bethesda's announcements at E3. But speaking of E3, I did a couple fun things over the week talking about E3. First of all, I was on my friends at Inverted Reality Gaming, their podcast, talking about the best parts of E3, my favorites, the highs and lows. We had a good time talking. I would really recommend you guys go check them out. And then here on my channel, A Geek Out of Place, I had a special guest, Kim Chica, come on, and we talked about more of the same thing, just our thoughts on E3 2017. I really recommend you guys check those out. I had a good time doing both of those, and if you'd like more of that kind of stuff, let me know in the comments. But on to the video. Skyrim, the game that just won't die. So this is my Sunday Skyrim series. This is typically a Let's Play, and believe me, the Let's Play will continue next week. But in light of everything that Bethesda announced during E3 2017, I just had some stuff to say I wanted to get off my chest here on Skyrim Sunday. So yeah, E3 2017, Bethesda, bleh. I mean, first off, you guys know that Skyrim is still one of my favorite games ever made. On my top 10 list, I put it at number 2, and I firmly stand behind that. That is still there. I love this game. So don't think that these criticisms are coming from a place of hate. I criticize because I love. I mean, I've told you, I spent 500 hours or more, I don't know, since the game came out. And now we have the opportunity to play it even more. Okay, more Skyrim, the better, right? The two big Skyrim announcements this year at E3 was the fact that it's coming to the Switch, which we all saw coming. When they first announced the Switch, there was Skyrim running on it in the trailer, and I don't think they wanted to break the news quite as soon as that announcement was, so they just said it was a demonstration of the quality of games you could play on the Switch. Well, lo and behold, now it's announced for the Switch, which is great. And then, during the Sony press conference, we got to see it on PlayStation VR. Okay, I mean, that was new, but not necessarily surprising. We had known that Fallout VR was a thing for PC VR setups, but nothing for PlayStation. Well, now here's the PlayStation announcement, and it makes perfect sense to me because the PlayStation VR can't handle the quality of games that PC can at the moment. So it makes perfect sense that a 6-year-old game would be able to fully deliver that experience, and from what I've seen, it looks cool. And then, of course, the Creation Club coming from Bethesda, which basically amounts to paid mods. I haven't seen any word that would go against that, and Bethesda's tried this in the past. Fans don't like it. I don't really want to talk about that here. It's something that's on my mind. Before I really get into what makes me worried about all of the Skyrim stuff, I feel like this started last year. So Bethesda last year announced the Skyrim Special Edition, coming to PC, PS4, and Xbox One. And after the game being out for 5 years, I thought it made perfect sense. New console generation, and what they did new with it, all the updates they brought to the vanilla version, like God Rays, better textures, and mods, was fantastic. Alright, like, oh, cool. And one more way to play a game I already love. Perfect. But that was last year, and this year, just more of the same. So, I mean, okay, Bethesda, I get it. You like money. And the cynic in me really wants to say, yeah, it's easy to update and re-release a game you've already made compared to just making a brand new thing, and not even a sequel, but like a brand new thing entirely. And that's where I think a lot of us were disappointed. Bethesda has been, I've said it before, Bethesda had been talking about a brand new IP announcement, or a brand new IP in the works, and so many of us were watching that Bethesda press conference waiting for that announcement, but no, we got, besides the Skyrim stuff, we got an expansion for Dishonored 2 and sequels to The Evil Within and Wolfenstein. Great, fans of those games I'm sure loved it, but nothing original. So I, as a gamer, as a fan of Bethesda, as a fan of The Elder Scrolls, I'm frustrated. I mean, on top of the fact that it's just more of the same game. I was waiting since the Switch announcement for something that would entice me to buy the Switch. I had already gotten Breath of the Wild, so that wasn't the killer app for me. I'm not too big on what I've seen from ARMS. It looks fun, but it really isn't for me. I never played the first Splatoon, so Splatoon 2 isn't really appealing to me. Mario Odyssey looks super fun. That will do it for me. And then, of course, now we can play Skyrim on the Switch. I love Skyrim. When I get a Switch, I will definitely get Skyrim on it. Are you kidding me? I can carry Skyrim around in my back pocket if I wanted to? That is cool. I'm on board with that, but it's a game I've played so much of. How much cooler would it have been if we had seen that original IP Bethesda has been talking about, tailored for the Switch? I mean, what Bethesda's style open world RPG, something new, something original on the Switch. Or even, I mean, this is even weird for me to say, even a Switch exclusive title. Something that takes advantage of what the Switch has to offer versus the other consoles, the motion controls, the portability. I don't know, maybe I'm just grasping for straws here. I guess if I were to talk about the VR version, I mean, that's super cool to me. That honestly appeals to me more than the Switch version because it's at least something different with the game. From what I've seen from the gameplay and the press that got to play and watch the game up close, it does change the game enough to make it feel almost like a different game, because the motion controls in VR allow you to more realistically swing your weapons, or using the head controls to aim your shouts. It's awesome. Just to take the immersion level even that much more so, in the land of Skyrim sounds so freaking awesome. But it's still Skyrim, and I'm gonna keep playing this game for years and years. And I do, of course, I appreciate the ability to play it on more systems. So yeah, guys, I don't know. In total, I've purchased 5 copies of the game. I bought it in 2011 when it came out. I bought a PC version because I wanted to try it on a different platform. Then when they announced the special edition, of course I bought that for the Xbox. I bought the Legendary Edition for a friend. And then, since you guys know my Xbox ate my Skyrim disc, I bought the digital version of the special edition just to have. So there's 5 copies, and now it looks like after I get the Switch, after I get the PSVR, I'm going to have to buy it at least 2 more times. I don't know, I guess even going back to Fallout 4. I mean, that blew everyone's mind when that was announced 2 years ago. But playing it, and believe me, this is another game I love. It shows its age. Even though it's on a new console and it looks fantastic, it uses the Skyrim engine. It still has a lot of those drawbacks, like long loading screens, weird facial animations. Bethesda, as a fan, I think a lot of us want to see something brand new, and not to diminish what the subsidiaries of Bethesda are working on. When Arcane, knocking out both Dishonored 2 and then Prey right afterwards, those are great games. I finished Prey in a matter of days. I loved it. And then there's, of course, The Evil Within 2. That's a Bethesda property. Horror fans of that game, I know, love it. And then there's the other stuff, like, I guess, The Elder Scrolls Legends. I don't know much about it, to be honest. Between Hearthstone and Gwent, another card game, is cool. The Elder Scrolls Online has its fans. An MMO in that world doesn't appeal to me that much, but I know after they sorted out the bugs, I know people love that game, but it's still an Elder Scrolls game. So is Elder Scrolls Legend. It's still more Tamriel, more Skyrim, more Morrowind. It's not the new thing we all wanted. And I hate to be saying this after being a Bethesda fan so long. Like, I played Morrowind on the first Xbox. I didn't have a PC then. And that was great. Oblivion was great. Fallout 3, New Vegas, 4, they're all good games. Bugs and all, they're all good games, but Bethesda, please, show us something new. And I don't want to speak for everyone, but I think a lot of us were let down watching Bethesda's super late at night, super underwhelming press conference. they ended on a good note. That Wolfenstein 2 trailer was pretty bonkers. I mean, this is just me, guys. I'm just talking off the cuff. These are my thoughts on Bethesda and the Elder Scrolls and Skyrim, the game that won't die. What are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments. If this video, if what I had to say struck a chord with you, let me know. Let Bethesda know. Or if you think they're doing just fine and maybe you're not even a fan and you're watching this because you want to hate, fine. Let me know in the comments. I'm Ravel. This is a Geek RavelDomLopez. Thank you all for watching. And again, go check out my friend's podcast, Inverted Reality Gaming. They do awesome stuff. I had a good time talking with them. And the last video I put out before this with my friend Kim Chica. She's an awesome person. Go check out their channels. Give this video a like. It really helps me out. Subscribe for more Elder Scrolls, Skyrim, and all that stuff that I love to put out here. I'm Ravel. Catch you all next time.